Hello. Should I do it without the hat this time? Yeah, my hair looks all right. Okay, people. This light feels not that bright today, but I have a light here. That's nice. All right, cool build today. We have the... Oh, sorry. Can you see that? Phanteks Evolv X2. It's my first build doing one. We got another thing that we haven't used yet, which is the Phanteks Glacier One 360 with the M25 Gen 2s. I got some more M25 Gen 2s here. I got a couple other new products to try. One of them is this Samsung 9100, which is supposedly insanely fast. Also have these new Royals, which have like they're CL26, so these are like stupid fast. Of course, 9800 X3D. Got some CableMod custom cables for the power supply. They're all black. We got the X870E from ASUS. This is for the fans, and then we have the MSI Gaming Trio 5070 Ti. Oh, and a GX 750. Yeah, so that's what we're working with today. I can't wait to build in this case. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are to watch it. And I'm going to have to mess with the GoPro angle because I took it off the stand for this. So we'll see what this looks like in a minute. We're just going to switch back to our normal. We're going to go top down. I might have to adjust because I moved the set around a little bit since the last time I was working. So we'll start with the motherboard as we always do. I need to get Windows 11. Why am I zoomed in here? Sorry. I need to get Windows 11 on that drive, so I'll start the clone. I'll put the GPU. Yeah, I'll put it here. GPU, power supply, and the cables to the side for now. And I won't need these fans yet either, so I'll put these to the side. The cooler we'll check out in a moment. But we'll do the standard CPU, motherboard, RAM, cooler setup with this other stuff. Let me just clean my cables up because I took everything apart to move that GoPro around. 1 second. Just a moment. All right, that should be good. Let's get this SSD ready and moving. Haven't even seen this yet. It's the first time I'm opening it. I'll try to do this best I can on camera. It's the same as every other SSD ever. Let's just take a look at it though. Right here. Okay. Oh, we got this like silver plate here. I wonder what that is. That's a 2 terabyte drive. It's got some more stuff on it. No, nothing on the bottom, which is cool. Yeah, nice. Supposedly these things are like ridiculously fast. Like it's like fake speeds. That's how fast they are. So let's get this going here. Castle buddy. I can't have you standing here. It's like a hazard. Come on. Can you get up? Can you go over here? Thank you. German Shepherd problems. They just want to be on top of you. All right. Let's copy this over and get started with the rest. So I'm just going to pack this back up. really quickly. This PC currently is not sold. I'm working on potentially a sponsorship deal with a big creator. But they haven't answered my emails yet, so they may miss out on the opportunity to get this PC, which is fine. Happens sometimes. But if anyone is interested in purchasing it, just let me know, and I'll probably put it on the site. Maybe. We'll see. It would be cool to see the PC built first and then decide if you want to purchase it or not. We'll see how it performs and whatnot. This is a really fancy motherboard. And the person that I wanted to sponsor for this is a creator. So obviously wanted to make sure that they had something. I don't know if you guys have ever seen an unboxing for one of these motherboards. Like, it's kind of a different experience. We'll put the actual motherboard to the side for a second. It's a different experience than like a regular motherboard because ASUS like gives you all this cool stuff. It's like these are all stickers. Sorry, I keep moving it in the wrong direction. But these are all stickers. Pretty neat. Obviously, like the stuff really doesn't matter. There's a strategy guide. If you are interested in that. I guess they're trying to sell some cloud storage or something. Let's just look at the accessories that come with it. We got a Wi-Fi antenna. And I think that's it. Oh, nope. They actually put everything else in a bag. That is fancy. It's only a $500 motherboard, people. So you get a bag. You get a freaking bag. You get like a little keychain, some SATA cables for mechanical hard drives, if you guys still use those, or at 2.5-inch SSDs. What is this? M.2 Q slide adapters. We got M.2 rubbers. More M.2 rubbers. I don't know what they think we're doing. We're building more M.2 Q latches. I think these are more rubbers, some zip ties, and a thermal pad for the extended M.2 drives that no one buys. Just put all this stuff back in here. We actually don't need any of it for this build. But it's just cool to see, you know? Just so you guys had the experience. I'm going to throw this inner packing out because we don't need it. And I'll just throw these back in here. The only thing we need out of this is the Wi-Fi antenna. And I like to use the motherboard box as like a building tray. Even though I have this cool turntable, this is just like a habit I feel like most PC builders have. Put it on the static mat, you know, like so. Because these bags are actually anti-static. And yeah, so I'm going to start just by taking all these peels off because I love to forget about them. There are lots of them on boards like this. This board is freaking gorgeous, man. Oh my god, if you guys like a black build, these things are gorgeous. Right, throw this stuff out. Okay, so let's see what we got. PCI 5.0 slot here. We got lots of M.2 drive slots. There are 3 of them on top. I wonder if those are all PCI Gen 5. That would be kind of crazy. I'm sure there's something here that tells us. I think if we take off the heat sinks, we'll be able to see. So I got the iFixit kit here. Man, these are in there tight. Oh, it's definitely off. Maybe this needs to come off with it. Yeah, it's one piece. Oh yeah, so obviously. Oh, that's cool. This one actually has a heat pipe on it. I can't believe I didn't notice that, but yeah. That has a heat pipe. That's probably awesome for a Gen 5 drive. So let's see. What is this? Oh, neat. It's like a slidey clip. Can you see that? Here, I'll move this over. Oops. There's like a little clip here. Probably for quick latch. And then there's heat pads. Let's see. M.2 3 socket 3. Normally on the motherboard somewhere there is there's some sort of marking. Okay, I see it. Okay. I found a fan screw on my foot. Nice. Okay, so from the looks of this, we have Gen 5. This one here is Gen 5. And then above it, the M.2 1 socket 3 says SATA X, meaning it probably uses some slots or some stuff from the SATA ports. There's only 4 SATA ports on here. And then we have PCI Gen 5.0 X4 right here as well. So it looks like we have 2 Gen 5 ports here, and then we have a Gen 5 graphics card port. So that's pretty cool. We're not going to be using all of them, though. We'll just be using the, obviously, graphics card port and then one of the Gen 5 SSD slots. So very cool. That's 4 lanes and then 16 lanes for the graphics card. So that's 20. So that's all that you get from the CPU. Unless it has more lanes. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Do the math. I think the last time I built with this board, I put the SSD in here because it wasn't Gen 5. It's only Gen 4. I'm pretty sure this one's just Gen 4. Looks like I can't tell if it's SATA or not. It says PCIe 5.0 X4. Did they give us 3 5.0 slots? That's insane, no? But I'll tell you what, the SSD is definitely going to go on the one with the heatsink. I think that would be really cool. And it looks like our cloning is finished. So I'll just pull this guy out and see if it's hot. No, it's actually not hot at all. Cool. All right, so we'll take this adhesive off. We'll slide this guy in and see how. Oh, that's it. You just slide it back a little bit and then throw it in. Neat. And I'll just take the thermal pad off the first one there. I'll throw this guy back on. I think this is a little bit overkill. It's kind of crazy. Gotta make sure this goes on straight. So let's see if we're threaded here. No, not yet. That should be it right there. Yeah, that's it. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay, that should be fine now. this not the right size bit? It just feels funny. You know what I mean? It's on there. The threading in just feels odd. It doesn't feel normal. I wonder if there's like extra tension on there because of the heat pipe or something. Not sure. But this thing should be like blazing fast. I think these things are good for like over 15,000. 14,000 read speed, 14,700. That's what it says in the box. We'll see what it actually does. I should have just tested it on the bench over here. Silly me. Anyway, we'll test it in when we finish configuring the PC. Gorgeous. All right. We'll do our CPU in a moment. I'll do RAM first. You guys know, I mean, just look at this presentation. Just really quick. I mean, you get this. It's like a cleaning pad. And I mean, just look at these RAM sticks, bro. Oh, hey, it's me. They have peels on them. You got to take off. Gorgeous, though. And these are stupid fast. Right from the factory, CL26. That's what they're rated for. So we're just going to test it exactly how it comes out of the box with Expo 2 enabled. Gorgeous, man. First RAM stick going in. Does this one? Wow, why did ASUS figure it out, bro? Like, what? You guys never have boards anymore with dual, like the arms that hold the RAM. Never do. And now all of a sudden you're doing it. It's odd. Very odd to me. Yeah, you guys like that. Oh, yeah, you like that. I know you like that. That's why you're here. Beautiful. God, I love this memory. It's so sick looking. Get it? Sick. All right, let's clean up. Just gonna put this stuff back in the box. Nice. We're going to install the CPU, and then I'm going to take a look at how the cooler gets mounted, because I haven't done this one yet. I tend to stick to what I know works. I usually don't branch out like this, but I don't have a Liquid Freezer 3 here to test to see if it fits in this case. I'm assuming that it does, based on the specs. It should be totally fine, but I haven't looked, so have not confirmed. All right, all good there. All right, let's put this to the side and open up this cooler. Let's see what you got, Phanteks. I normally don't really like your coolers because your radiators are too damn thin. And this is probably going to be exactly the same. I'm pretty sure I've done a Glacier One with D30s on it for my buddy Mac when they first came out. And he had a 14900K build. this radiator's standard thickness. I don't like that. I'll be totally honest. I'm not really a fan. It'll work, and we all know that it's gonna work. It's just like they don't even pre-install the fans for you. Oh, man. Come on, Phanteks. This is ridiculous. Why should I have to install these? I don't even remember how much money I paid for this. I'm just assuming that it was a decent chunk. Yeah, here you go. So, standard radiator thickness. It does have a VRM fan on it, so that's pretty cool. I wonder what bracket's on it. Looks like this is a standard slide-in bracket. Like all the other coolers, it look just like this. It's got like some premium braiding on the tubes. It feels alright, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really impressed, honestly. Not really impressed. I'm sure it'll do fine. 9800 X3D doesn't run that hot. You know, but when you have a motherboard like this that you can overclock with, sometimes you want to be able to do that, you know? This will most likely just be a PBO-enabled PC. PBO and curve optimizer. Take these off before I forget. It's gonna look really nice in the case. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's just frustrating. I just think I have like a really high standard because of Arctic and what you get for the money with them. Yeah, their RGB's not like the prettiest thing ever, but like, come on. All right. Let's look at our accessories here. Those are for the fans. Next Q-Link. Next Q-Link. Okay, and then what cables come off of here? We have a standard 3-pin fan cable, and then we have the next Q-Link stuff coming off. So what's the strategy here? I'm guessing the 3-pin is for either the pump or the VRM fan. I have to look at the manual really quick to find out. You would think like with the next Q-Link. Actually, I should probably open the next Q-Link hub as well. Jesus. Phanteks, listen to me. Listen to me, please. The whole reason that you guys are awesome is because you don't use hubs. You don't have the crazy RGB with the screens and all that bullshit that's on the Lee & Lee fans. There's no reason to use a hub. This just include the next Q-Link fan cables with everything, and you just link them all together, and that's it. Going to a hub, I don't know if you guys understand this, but going to a hub is a pain in the ass for builders. We don't like it. I know I don't. I can't stand it. I'd much rather just link the fan cables together, which is the way that this is supposed to be designed. Like, what is it? What is this even for? Yeah, like, it needs, like, power and USB when we can just use ARGB. The motherboard already gets all the power that it needs. We don't need shit like this. It's really annoying. Let's see. Let's look at the manual. Intel AM4, AM5. I wonder if this is like an Intel bracket that's on there right now. Let's see. This looks like the AMD one. Yeah, this is it. I mean, look at all this stuff that this comes with. Isn't this crazy? This is TR4. This, I think TR4 is the socket for Threadripper. AMD, AM4, AM5. That's what we want. That screws in to the back. These are all of our radiator screws. And I don't know if we're going to need this. We'll keep it. We don't need these. This is for the tubes later. This is Intel sockets. More Intel. This is probably more Intel. I'm just going to put all of these guys back into the bag because we don't need them. So, like any cooler install, we're taking off the fan brackets, or not the fan brackets, the cooler brackets that AMD puts on their stock. This is an XQ-Link cable, standard one. Instead of just giving you one of these cables for every fan, well, no, I'm sorry, they do include these. These are the XQ-Links. So this is like the 4 fan pin, the 4 PWM fan pin things, and then the RGB in one cable, right? Which is nice. But in order to connect to the motherboard, it splits out. I'll show you what that cable looks like, because they include them in the 3-packs, but they don't include them in the singles, which is really annoying. Again, definitely have problems with that. Okay. So this is the cable that I want them to include with everything. This cable literally gets rid of the need for a hub. And I'm pretty sure that the only reason that they did the hub was to do like RGB channels. I'm almost positive. And look, it only has 2 inputs, and then it has a regular fan and a regular RGB connector. And then it requires 6-pin PCI power, or 6-pin, it might be PCI. It's either 6-pin PCI or whatever, and then it has a USB that probably plugs into the motherboard for communication, which means that this probably also needs software. Guys, like, we don't want software. We don't want fan software. It's a pain in the ass. It's always been a pain in the ass. Like, the whole reason that we love Phanteks is because we don't need stuff like this. I'm saying it again. We don't need stuff like this. Builders hate this. It sucks. That's all I'm going to say, again. So, but anyway, so this cable, this is a XQ-Link cable, right? This gets plugged into the fans, and then it breaks out into a 4-pin, just regular fan header, and then we have a 3-pin RGB that we can connect other things to. So it's, I forget what the name of the connector is. And then this goes into the motherboard. And then that's it. It's very easy. Maybe some people don't like all the wires and they want it all to go into one place. But like skilled builders don't need stuff like this. So that's my rant. I'll put this to the side for now. And then they give you thermal paste. But they already applied thermal paste on there. I'm going to be getting rid of it anyway. We don't use anything but either Arctic Silver or Thermal Grizzly, Duronaut, or Cryonaut, whatever I have. Alright, let's install this. These radiator screws. Yeah, sometimes you gotta finesse these. pain. It's really not that bad. Sometimes the fan wires just get in the way. But it's really not that big of a deal. I'm just complaining because I'm in complain mode because of the stupid hub. It's driving me crazy. I'm just peeling the fan cable back just to get these in. When I see the hubs, man, it really irks me because I don't want Phanteks to turn into Lee and Lee or try to copy them because Lee and Lee is a disaster when it comes to their fan controllers and stuff. I mean, they're doing the wireless stuff now, which is obviously way better. I haven't installed any of those yet, so I'm not 100% sure what it's like. All right, and I'll just install these fans in here. We'll do the middle first. Gotta make sure we're lined up. We're not lined up. We'll crisscross this. All right, got the fans mounted. Gonna do it like this, most likely, in the case. Now, let's just take a look at what we got going on here. So we have 3-pin. Well, let's just look at the instructions and see what they want me to do. Okay, so the pump cable goes to a pump header, and they want the NextQ-Link plug to go into the controller. So that's going to look like this. So that's going to go in there like that, and then this one goes to the fans. All right, I mean, maybe it's not so bad, and the controller's pretty small. Try not to be negative here, but, you know. And then we have SATA power, I guess, for the pump, just in case you don't have a pump header. Okay. So this thing's pretty much prepped now. I'm just going to put it to this. Oh, actually, let's look at these accessories really quick, because this is what came with the fan hub. So we have USB that goes into a USB header on the motherboard and into the controller. We have the NextQ-Link breakout cable here. I don't think this plugs into there because it's a female connector. And these are also female. They gave us 2 of them. Now this might be an extension. Male connector with a female connector of the same. Oh no, that's a fan cable. I don't know. take a look at that once we get to it. Let's put those to the side. Just take notes from Arctic, man. One cable. That's it. It's just one cable. All right, let's get our motherboard prepped here. Actually, I can put these fan covers on. Do that quickly. Phanteks, if you're listening, I just want you to understand I am literally your #1 fan. Ha! I love your products. I've been buying them for a long time. I've been building in your cases for a very long time. And like I said, I'm a big fan. I just don't want you guys to go down the wrong path just because your competition's doing it. You really don't need to. Keep your prices low, like you always have. Offer high-performance products and make them easy to use. Adding a controller for something like this, first of all, for regular builders, I don't know how other people feel about them. I can't stand them. And for regular people that are trying to buy your products that are building PCs for the first time, they're going to be very confused. I'm telling you right now. Even if your instructions are clear as day, people can't read. It's a fact. Not only can they not read, they don't want to. So it should just say, plug this in. You understand? That's why Arctic is having so much success, because it's just simple to use. High performance product, super simple to install, reliable. That's all that matters. Now that we're on the same page, let's get these installed. I'm assuming these just screw in to the stock back plate, which is great. And then this bracket has to go onto the cooler. I'll show this, because why not? Sometimes these things are tricky, but it should be as simple as sliding it out, just like that. So I don't even know if you guys saw that. So it looked like this before. You just have to find the end that has the solid bracket, and you pull it that direction. So see how that end is solid right here? And I pulled it that same direction that it's facing. And then I'm going to put the other one on the same way. What the heck did I do with it? Oh, jeez. I didn't move the motherboard. My work area is clean. Oh, God. What, is this the one I just pulled off? No, that's the AM4 one. And then I'm just going to slide this on the same way. And then it gets installed like this. Put that to the side. All right, motherboard's prepped. Let's get the case in. I'm just going to leave that right there. Let's get the case up here and start taking a look at that. I'll leave these here too. And then those go with that. Then they give you a sticky Velcro guy. That's good. This here. We're going to need these fans also. Put those there. And this one. Phanteks, listen to me. Here's one more thing. I haven't looked at this case yet. It's the first time I'm building in it. You guys have a massive shoes to fill with doing a second version of this case because the Evolv X was so nice. That thing was like literally unbelievable. It was so beautiful. There's nothing like it. High airflow. You could fit a 420 millimeter radiator in the top. And then you come out with this. This is like, thinking about it, it's like honestly pretty limited for a Phanteks case. Okay, oh, look at these. They reinforced the glass panels with the cardboard. That's nice. Put that back in the box. Put that in the box. Wow, it's tiny. Why did the top down? My top-down camera just turned off. All right, switch. So here it is. Wow. It's the first time I'm seeing this in person. What the hell is going on here? This is very different. Oh, we got the inputs on the bottom. Wow, this is really pretty. Directional airflow. It's cool. It like blows it up and like those are angled, so it like blows the air that way. Cool. Power buttons up there. Neat. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see if we can get this front panel off. Looks like it's held on by a screw on top. Oh. Oh, literally says remove top panel first. It's funny. Okay. Big shoes to fill. It looks pretty cool so far. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to leave this screw out, though. Wow, that's nice looking. Wow, that's gorgeous. Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering, because I only saw these two fan holes, or these two screw holes on top. Up here. These ones. And I was like, where are the other ones? And they're actually right here. So that's how you install the fans. Or that's how you install the rear fan. Wow, this thing is gorgeous. My God. All right. maybe I'll be able to work past this whole Are all the panels toolless? This one doesn't feel like it. I don't know exactly how that one comes off. This one's got that screw on top also. Damn, Phanteks, are you trying to go? I mean, this case is $160, by the way. Okay. Wow, look at this. This is all like big cable cover. Pretty. It's GPU support bracket, I think. Right here. Wow, this is beautiful, man. Something's telling me that this doesn't come out. Let's see, how is it sitting there? Must be something I'm not seeing or something. Then how do the fans get installed here? There are a couple screws in the bottom that look like are holding this bracket in. It's also held in with a screw in the back. There's your fan grill at the bottom. And then I think the fans get mounted to this. So let's see what that looks like. These should be reverse airflow. I need to double check. But they just sit in there like this. Yeah, these are reverse. Good. They sent me the right ones, thank God. Looks like we're using regular screws also, which is nice. Wow, that's cool. Where are the cables? Flip this around. Cables in the front. Or the back or whatever. They got little cutouts there for where the cables come out. Very nice. Yeah, this is sick. Let's install them. Why not? Right? That's what we're here to do. All the screws in one little baggie. Love that for me. Just put them to the side. And we'll do our same pattern that we did earlier. And for these, I'm going to start my diagonal pattern without going all the way in. Just starting them. What a cool case, man. You guys probably can't see this very well. But you wouldn't be able to anyway, even if I had the top-down view. It's so far down and the case is on top, so sorry. Sorry in advance. Or late, whatever. Alright, let's tighten these up now. Cool. Is there a cable channel? Oh, yes. That's why I love you, Phanteks. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you hate me. And right now, I be loving you. All right, yeah, we got to remember here which one's in and out. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna power these yet. So I should probably, you have to like trace your steps backwards with these cables. Sometimes it's a pain. So there's an in and an out. Power from the motherboard goes to the in spot, and then you can power the rest of the fans with the out port. I can figure out which one that is just by looking at the cable with the that breaks out really quick. So that's this one. Okay. So female is the breakout, which means female needs to plug into male. So that's power in. Power in comes from that side, which means power. I can send power out through that one. So let's plug this in. I just remembered. Uh-oh. What was that? Huh. Is that my phone dying? Yes. Okay. Thought my headset just died. That wouldn't have been good. Hopefully I'm recording, because that would suck if I wasn't. I am. All right, everything's good. We're all good. Okay, let me look at this hub. One of these is going to be taken up, and I can send power out to the other one through this thing. So I think for the sake of, because we already have that thing, I'm not going to use this breakout cable, and I'm going to save it for another build, because those cables are hard to come by, and I'm just going to use the regular one. And then, so female into here. And then this one's going to go out into the hub. And we know this already. So I'm just going to fish this through. Cool. I just got to put this thumb screw back in that holds it. Nice. I mean, that looks crazy. Look at how perfect that is. All right, let's put the fan covers on now, and I'll pull these guys off also. Guys, this case, I'm telling you, is gorgeous. I don't know how the thermals are going to be yet, because I haven't tested it. I'm imagining they're going to be fine. Like, case manufacturers can go back to making cases that might not be perfect thermally. Now, I'm not saying that this one isn't perfect thermally. I'm just saying that they don't have to be as conscious about airflow, because the CPUs that are coming out nowadays don't use as much power. Like, the Intel era of using 1 billion watts for everything, I'm exaggerating, but like 320 watts or whatever the 14900K was pulling, 13900K, they ran really hot. And case manufacturers had to be conscious of that, and they had, everything was airflow, everything. And Phanteks really did a killer job with like the G500A, P600S, G400A, P400A. It was P400 before G. And yeah, so looks good. I like what I see so far. Maybe this hub isn't such a bad thing, you know? Maybe I spoke too soon. All right, let's look at the top of this thing, because I'm still confused as to how this glass panel is even on there. I'm looking at the top of this thing, and there appears to be some slots. I wonder if they're on the bottom too. I can't see. But it looks like if you slide the glass this way, yeah, I don't want to mess with it. I'll have to look at the instructions later just to see. All right, those might not matter, but okay, maybe the Arctic cooler will not be compatible with this case. Now that I'm looking at it, there is not a ton of room there. I don't know how they want this configured, but... Huh? I'm missing something here. I don't think this gets mounted normally. I don't think radiators get mounted normally in this thing. I'm going to have to... There's some thumb screws up here. When you see a thumb screw like this in a Phanteks case, like this guy, you know that whatever... You know that it's detachable. Which means they probably want you to install the radiator onto this thing first. And then drop it in. I gotta measure that because I don't think the Arctic coolers are gonna be compatible. Where's my tape measure at? Right here. It's like... It's like just under 2 inches. All right, let's get this radiator mounted on this bracket and see what the heck we're dealing with here. I'm going to take this down for a second so you guys can see what the hell's going on here. It's like only 360s, we know this. All right, we're just gonna go like this. This only goes in one way. And I definitely can't, it has to be like this. Okay. Where are our radiator screws? Did I drop them or something? No. There's an accessory box too. I didn't even look at that. Yeah, I thought I took this bag out. Almost positive I did. I thought I put it by the radiator. Damn, this is the second time I'm losing stuff. What an idiot I am. Wait, maybe it's these. No washers, huh? This radiator looks like it's too big. Don't quote me, but it's just the way it looks. The tank end where the tubes come out. Sorry guys, I should be switched. Why does this camera keep turning off? don't even know when that happens. I gotta keep an eye on that. We're gonna have to see what this looks like. I'll have to take measurements of this radiator to see. I don't think I tightened the screw, did I? No. Okay. We're gonna have to see what this looks like, because if you look at this, the tank of the radiator kind of hangs out. It's like very, very minimal, but it is there. So let's just see what this looks like, I guess. Yeah, I might be missing something here, because this doesn't fit. The fan makes contact with whatever this frame is on top. What am I missing? Looks cool, but cool isn't the answer. Is it supposed to sit up here? No, because there's like little thumb screws in here that this bracket is supposed to slide into. Interesting. What is the strategy here? I mean, this is their own cooler too, and it came in a bundle with the case. And it would be even more of a problem if I mounted it to the other side. Guys, I'm pretty confused. I might have to actually look at the instruction manual for this case. Unless that's supposed to be a sandwich plate. Where the radiator goes on top and the fans go in between it, which would make a lot of sense actually, now that I'm looking at this, because I think this is actually the width of a fan. I think it is supposed to be a sandwich plate. Let's try it like that. That thing goes in between the radiator and the fans, which is odd. It's a lot of screws I gotta change now, so bear with me, peoples. Bear with me. If this does work, which I think it will, it's actually a good thing because, well, it's not good in the sense that it's annoying to have to put this in between your radiator and stuff. That's a pain in the ass. Don't really like that, but that means that it does open the door up for thicker radiators. I don't know how thick. Great, I'm gonna take these screw covers off now. It's not that big of a deal. I'm glad I'm doing this build video because you guys are troubleshooting with me, sort of. The only thing I'm concerned about is the fact that these screws are they only have a very short thread on them, so I hope that the plate doesn't affect that. It should be fine, in theory. Oops. Come on, man. Work with me here. I don't know if this sandwich plate thing is going to work. Yeah, that doesn't work. Unless they want it to be like this and have the pump go down from the other side. That would work, I think. I think this is how it's intended, because if you look at this side, it has this. Oh, you can't even see it. Sorry. If you look at this side, there's this. Will that work? It should, but it puts tension on the fittings, I'm imagining. Anyway, my thought was that this cutout here is for the end tank on various radiators. But I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't really know. I gotta make sure I mount this so that the fan cables aren't visible. Oh man, I don't know if I like this. It's kind of. Let's test fit it. I'll just put in 2 screws. Do a test fit. See what happens. Come on. Go to your home, man. Jesus. too good for your home. I used to have to do this with the Phanteks. There we go. So now we have this plate in between the radiator. I'm just gonna throw it in there really quick just to see what this looks like and if it's even feasible. No, it's not. For the same reason that I thought it wasn't going to work. Two reasons. One, the radiator is too damn close on this side. Oh, you know what the problem is? I'm an idiot. I put the sandwich plate on the wrong way. Good thing I didn't do all those screws. Hashtag test fit. Hashtag idiot. Hashtag extra thought. Okay. I'm pretty certain this is how this is going to go in. Okay. We'll just do our diagonal. All right, test this one more time. All right, I guess this is how you're supposed to mount it. Tubes do touch a little bit. I'll show you guys what this looks like. I gotta take all these radiator screws, put them somewhere else. Put all those fan covers back on. Now to install all of those screws. Put these up towards the front. No signal. What the fuck? does my stuff keep turning off? Oh, Jesus. Silly me. Wait for this to come back. Yeah, there's no room for the tubes to come out the other side. So it's just fan and a little bit of tube. I wonder if the Liquid Freezer 360 can fit in this, if I'm totally honest with you. So, can you see? It looks good, but the way that you install this is you have to put the sandwich plate in between the fans and the radiator. Otherwise, it doesn't fit. God bless my soul. All right, so I'm going to take this back out, put the rest of those screws in. Put my screw covers back on. Not that that matters because they're... Well, actually, no, it doesn't matter. Sorry. I misspoke. We are an hour in right now. Isn't that crazy? Hour and 18 minutes. I definitely got to try a Liquid Freezer 360 in this case, because if I can't use one... Okay, so if this cooler is really good, then it doesn't matter, you know? The other thing is that if Phanteks is like heavily focusing on the M25s, that poses a little bit of a problem, because I would want to be able to use D30s in this case, and they're not going to be flush like these ones are. They're going to be sticking up a little bit, which is by about 5 millimeters. That's kind of annoying. Whatever. All stuff I'm going to have to test, you know? I wish I could just talk to a Phanteks rep about this and like ask him. But those guys don't answer emails. So it's not even possible. I just have to figure it all out myself. Okay. Female into male for power. Isn't that funny how that works? Alright, I mean, it looks good. Oops. Sorry, camera. Sorry, expensive-ass camera. I just whacked you. But this is what we're working with. This sandwich plate. I really hope the Liquid Freezer 3 is compatible with this thing, man. Like, if it's not, oh man, that's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Definitely not gonna be ideal if it doesn't, if it isn't. Work out where they expect me to route this power cable. Oh. Duh. Goes in right here. Oh, you know what? Is this a dedicated? No way, right? What is this? If this is a dedicated spot for this fan hub to go, that would be crazy. What is this for? Looks like it's just for cable management. No, that's all it's for. I don't want to break this off. It's probably clips in somehow. It doesn't easily come out. I'll just leave that alone. Forget it. I got excited. Me and plastic don't really have the best relationship. Yeah, so that just slides in there, and then you put that thumb screw back in to hold it down. That's cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that's what it looks like. Super clean. I really hope this cooler's good, man. I am praying to God. Lord, please be good. It's going to be an interesting one. I didn't look at the box. Okay, regular. Good. I can put these... Oops. put these covers right on. What did I say the rule was before? Female into male. Yes, female into male for power. I'm gonna open the window. It's kind of hot in here. So you're telling me it's ugly no matter what? I guess it's not super ugly, but fuck. Is there a fucking... Yes, there is. Okay. They did put a fan, like, a passage in here. That can go straight out the back. Cool. That's pretty neat. Make it as like neat as possible. This has to go flat though. Otherwise it's ugly. This case is definitely not that easy to build in. That's actually exactly where it gets mounted. This one, this one's not that easy. It's a cool design though. I'll give them that. There's no adjustment to where the fan can get mounted, like up and down wise. It only goes in one spot. I respect it. Jesus. Screw's stuck in there. Not in the way I wanted it to be either. And it's not coming out. Fucking Christ. This is what you don't want. And you also can't see in the hole. Hello? So this screw hole is not lining up is basically what's happening here. I'll be honest with you. I can't tell at all what's happening. So I'm going to take this other screw out. What just fell out? I just felt something fall out. I have no idea what it was. It looks like the hole's there. That's what I don't understand. Like, why was it giving me so much trouble? Okay. I mean, I guess. Sure. Sorry you guys can't see this. There's no way for me to show it, really. Yeah, looks really clean. Hopefully it stays that way. I think I can finally put the motherboard in this thing. I should probably just... yeah, I think I'll just do that. And then I'll look at this, this controller. Controller. Looks pretty good. Looks really good. What camera's not on now? The top down? Guys, what the hell is going on with this thing? Is the USB like... Do we not have power or something? Is it hot? Yeah, it's hot. Maybe I'll take this. I wonder if I can override it or something. Because I wanted to switch back to it. I can't be worried about if that thing is turning on or off. So that's really annoying. Gorgeous. No other words, honestly. It's really gorgeous. You know what I should do? Actually, there's plenty of room. With that radiator mounted up there like that, it actually gives you all the room you need. Really hope that this cooler is compatible with this motherboard. I don't even know. Like I said, this is totally, you guys are learning this with me. Honest. Gotta build in the case. Gotta do it first. You understand what the hell you're doing. And what will work and what won't work. I may have gotten lucky and picked a bunch of parts that work together. Picking the Phanteks cooler is supposed to be a safe route because I was mostly concerned about case and cooler compatibility. And you can always check. You can always like check the measurements and whatnot to see. But when you actually building in it is a different story. Let's just mock this up real quick. Just to see. Yeah, it's perfect. That'll work perfectly. Perfecto. All right. I'm going to install this cooler now. I'm going to mount it. First thing I'm going to do, though, is clean off the thermal paste that's on the cooler and put on my own, which is going to be Thermal Glacier One. It's good stuff. We just don't like to use the stock anything. You guys, like, if you guys ever bought one of these coolers that has the pre-installed stuff, generally it's fine. I'm just a little... This is like one of those things that makes this a premium experience, you know? Buying through us is that it's all these little things, all the little stuff. Sorry, I just had to grab a paper towel. Make sure this is dry. Put this to the side. Didn't I take the hardware out for this? I definitely did. The question is, what the heck would I do with it? Here it is. Silly me. Whoopsie. Where's my LTT screwdriver? LTT.com, by the way. I'm not sponsored by Linus, by the way. God. Sorry guys, you probably can't see this, but I have to make sure I do this right. All right, she's in. Pretty cool looking. Pretty cool looking. Let's see. This goes to a pump header. It's probably one of these ones on top. Let me get my flashlight thing. IO pump is the third one. These two wires are together. Okay. Now let's look at our front panel connectors here. See what's going on. Because there are a bunch, and there are some. That's for the top fans. This is front panel. Wow, they ran the front panel. Wow, that's crazy. That's a long ass cable. These are RGB. And they allow the RGB to go straight to the motherboard. They include a thing with that. All right, let's look at this. So I think what we're gonna do, this is for that, this is for the back. This is the pump. The pump goes into 1. And then it has out power, which can go to, oh wait, no, is that the pump? No, the pump's connected. This is for the fans, I think, right? Or do the fans have their own cable? The fans have their own cable, which is this guy. That goes into here. Come on. Okay. And then I can do one more. This LED can go into here. And then it supports another regular fan. So I think what I'm going to do, where are my bottom fans? That's this guy. Bottom fan is going to go into next Q-Link number 2. And then rear fan is going to plug into bottom fan. I think that's what I'm going to do. But that means that that cable has to go pretty far. Do I have an extension? I believe I can use any of these for this specifically, because that is the beauty. So it's going to be male into female. And then this female gets plugged into that male. And how do I have those cables routed? They come out through the bottom right corner, which is this guy. Which means I have to find a way to get in there. So let's undo this screw back here. This is my extendo right here. Needs to go in bottom down there. Real question is, how do I find my way in? Because I guess it would have to be in through this side right here. What the hell? Guess I'm just an idiot. Looks pretty good. All right. So that looks like it's done. All right, case RGB goes straight in here. All the fan RGB is in these cables, which I guess is a pretty good thing. What is this? I think this cable is the one that actually goes to the motherboard. So I think this plugs in here. It should be like a breakout cable, just like before. Yep, it is. Okay, this plugs in here. And guess what, guys? We still have 1,000 cables to deal with. Okay. And then these have to go into the motherboard. So let's look at what we got here. Where are our RGB connectors? RGB's on the bottom, and there's a fan connector right next to them. So we'll just do both of them in one spot, which is going to be right down here. Okay. So that's all of that. It's not everything for this, I don't think, but it's close. So what I'm going to do is tie it all together so that I know that this is completed and I don't have to worry about it anymore. My time, 2 hours. Normally I'm done building the computer at this point. Just to put that into perspective on testing new products. It's just the way it goes. It takes a while sometimes for the new stuff. Let's clean up this workstation a little bit. All the stuff I don't need I can just get out of here. That I need still. This I probably don't need. Put all my tools in one spot. Garbage. Wires I might probably not need. These are for the AIO, still need that. This is the old bracket. Pack that up. Throw this stuff out. Garbage, garbage, garbage. All right. I can get, this is for later. This stuff I can just get out of the way at this point. Just put it inside the motherboard box. Some bags here. Man, these wires suck. This is why I hate controllers. Man, I hate controllers in video games. I hate controllers for fans. I am a controller hater. The difference with this and controllers, gaming controllers, is that there's no aim assist on this shit. This is just like, here's 1,000 wires, bro. Good luck. Hope it doesn't suck. But turns out it sucks. It sucks every time. Okay. We're almost there. Almost. The worst part is there's still more cables to plug into this thing. I think I still got 2. I got to do a 6-pin power cable, PCI. I think it's PCI. It might be yeah, no, it's definitely PCI. There's no other options. And a USB. Let's get those going. So, oops. I don't need that. I don't need this either. I think I just need USB, actually. USB and that power cable. Well, this motherboard has 3 USB headers on it. That's cool. Real question is, where do I even put this controller now? Do I put it up here? That looks like shit. Yeah, it's not ideal. And that's the other thing about controllers, my brother, is that you gotta figure out what the hell to do with them after you got everything hooked up. I think I'll plug in this USB after I figure out what to do with the rest of it. Could just sit down here like this. Okay. Like that. I got nowhere to plug in the USB then. So I twist it to go this way. Put all these wires on top, like this. I mean, this whole section is going to be covered. So it could be like something like this. It's not the prettiest, but I don't have many options here. You know what I think I'll do? These zip ties are too little. I could try a Velcro set instead. Oh, here. I mean, that's pathetic. Barely fits. It's also sticking out. It might not even need to be Velcroed, if I'm totally honest with you. I could put these cables right over the top of it. The hardest thing now is going to be able to getting these custom cables bent the right way in order to fit. Don't need that one. This is 12 BHPWR, which we do need. Four pins. These are like way stiffer than I remember. Yeah, why would they bend these knowing that every fucking motherboard has them this way? Oh yeah, these are going to be a pain in my ass to train. I really don't like the way these cables feel. They look nice though. And they shine in the light. This is where we're at right now. Like nothing. I didn't really show much in the front. It's just because like nothing's happened. But just an FYI. 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 No cable comes on this second power supply cable. What the fuck is that up? What is that? Isn't that insane? CableMod, what the hell are you guys doing over there? I guess which one? I'll have to decide which one. Unbelievable. How long have these companies been in business? They haven't figured this shit out yet. I mean, that just looks, in my opinion, I can't believe they didn't put cable combs on this. There better be some more in this box or something that I'm just missing. Nope. I thought it was supposed to come with more. I thought I read that. Instead, I'm just getting screwed here. All this bullshit with SATA power. Wow, I can't believe how fucking bad this looks. I mean, it's embarrassing. Like, CableMod, what the fuck? You guys are supposed to be... You guys are supposed to be the go-to, man. Brenda's home already? Jesus. Alright. To be continued. I will be back later to finish working on this. Alright, I'm recording now. Alright, I'm back. I did do some work off camera because I'm dumb. Sorry. Currently trying to peel the plastic on the front panel. This is upside down, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Trying to peel the plastic on the front panel, and I can't figure out how to take the front panel glass off. It's very not apparent. Very not apparent. I just figured it out, so that's nice. It's always good when that happens. All I need to do is turn the camera on. Hopefully it's only the 3 screws that I just saw, because they're covered on that side, so. Not in the instruction manual, Phanteks. You guys are dumb for not doing that. Because look at me right now. I got this shit upside down. Looking real stupid. Are you kidding me? Looking real dumb. I don't like that. Hopefully this thing doesn't come flying off. Once I undo this last screw that I saw somewhere. Where was it? Oh, maybe it was just 2 screws. There it goes. Now I got fingerprints all over the inside. Perfect. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is just dumb. It's really stupid. And hopefully they're coming out. I don't even know. I can't tell because the plastic's still on the other side. Oh, it looks cool though. I don't know which way's top or which way's bottom. Maybe it doesn't matter. I think they're both on this side. Alright, so it's just, yeah, it's just those 2 screws. And then I have to put another screw in that I did earlier. Yeah, so building this case was fun. I would say except for the cable management. With custom cables, this thing, in my opinion, did not have enough room. And this, I have nowhere to put this stupid controller. 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 Put this back in there. Yeah. Flip this back upside down. So, as you can see, I got those CableMod cables out. We did. I think it looks awesome. Yeah, and I already put the graphics card in too. What an idiot I am. Yo, I think these were called Carbon. They look really cool in the light. See? Overall, I think it came out really nice. I haven't turned it on or anything, but I need to find... I haven't tested putting the side panel on or anything. I was about to do that earlier. I think I'll do that now. Because all of the wires are supposed to be hidden by this thing. And based on what I was looking at, I don't think that's going to be the case. Because I have this here. Yeah, these GPU cables can't go there. I mean, where do they even want me to put them, though? I guess I could just go right there. Great. All right. Okay. Is it done already?
The timer went off.
Yeah, fluff it, please.
And then turn it off.
Yeah. Do they want me to go over the top of the graphics card with this cable? I'm not doing that. I'm figuring out a different way to do it. That is ugly, if that's what they want me to do. Damn, there's no options. I have this stupid thing flapping around. Sorry, people. I know how badly you guys wanted to see cables being plugged in. This was very difficult with the cable combs and stuff. The cables are I would say they're a little too short for this. And there was no room for play at all. And so that sucked. So I'm just going to fish these through here. And I'll use this channel provided to do so. I'm looking at this. I know that it's just not going to fit. You know when you just know? And that's how you know. Okay. That is plugged in all the way. Cable combs are coming. I'm going to try to put this door back on. Phanteks logo is interesting, isn't it? Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, we're bulging for sure. And there's only one latch here. I think that's dumb. Yeah, the stock clip can barely even hold on to it. And then I have to put glass on it. I mean, look how dumb that is. I mean, I guess I could fucking... We're just bunched up right here. Let's see what I can do. I mean, there's like 100 things that I have to stuff into this thing. I mean, what would you do if you had storage devices in here? I literally don't even know what you would do. I don't have excess cables either. It's just there's only one latch. I think that's really just a really bad design. There should be 3 minimum. And they should be strong with this little plastic shit. How do I know? Oh, it is this one. Okay. Okay, never mind. Just broke that shit right off. Never mind. Nah, I'm good. I don't need that. Oh, wait, there's one more piece on the back. I think it goes here. There's the drive cage or something. I know that I had it earlier. And I told myself, don't lose this. There it is. Whatever this thing is. I think it goes... Yeah, it goes right there. Let's pull this back off. This out too. It's always going to be an event. Girl, you know. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. It's the same pitch as a radiator screw, so I'm just gonna do that. I like the way that hardware looks better anyway. There. And then this guy on top. Yeah, you know God damn. That shit look good. All right. That thing. I think it's crazy looking. Let's turn it on. Shall we? How long am I in? This is 18 minutes. The other video was a little couple, like hours or something. Guys, I only put one power supply screw in. What the hell's wrong with me? I just went to go push that cable in and she went, oh,
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Willow just woke up in a fury, it sounded like. All right, one more time. Plug her in. Yeah, you know I. First startup. Wow. God damn. It might have been worth the headache. I mean, golly, that thing is good looking. gonna sit here and just stare at this thing for a minute. What the? Why are my lights flashing like that? Lights in my house. Mm-hmm. That's pretty damn magical.